Nowadays, most teenagers, they want to become successful. They want to start their own businesses. But the number one thing why they cannot achieve this success is because of this information. And most people, they lack this information, and that's why they cannot achieve their own success. They can't reach their own goals. So today in this video, I'll be sharing to you the information that most teenagers, they don't know about success. Hey, my name is Sabine and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'll be talking about success for teenagers, and I'm not only focusing on teenagers, I'm focusing on those people who want to start their own business but they have no idea what to do, and that's why they cannot really achieve the success. They cannot achieve their goals, and that's why they go through many failures. But you need to know about the information I'm going to share in this video. So without any fuss, let me get started. Alright, so now let's move on to the first tip of the video. The first information, this will actually help you in your life if you really want to achieve your success, your goals, and whatever you desire to become in future. This not only will help teenagers, it will help adults as well who feel stuck, who don't know where to start, who literally have no idea, no clue. And this tip is don't chase money, chase time. This is so important because nowadays teenagers are so immature. Most teenagers, they like to flex. Let's say you're a teenager and you go to school, and in school you see this one kid just flexing his money to everybody in the class, and most of the class, they are kind of jealous because of course he keeps saying that, oh, I have a business, I'm making like, let's say £200 per month or £200 per week. And let me tell you, people who actually do this, who chase money only, they never become successful, bro. I'm telling you. And if you are that teenager, you need to change. If you really want to become successful, money isn't the truth of success. It's the time and the freedom you actually get. And the same goes to adults as well. Adults who really want to start their own business, but they don't know where to start. They feel stuck and they only focus on money. They do it for money. And you need to try to understand, if you do it only for money, trust me, in the future you will struggle a lot. People will try to push you with let's say, for example, let's say that you are trying to become successful in future, and you're an adult who keeps following the money path, keep looking for short-term success, keep looking for quick money. And if somebody says, oh, if you do this, I'll give you £500, or if you do this, I'll give you $600 or whatever, and you are willing to do whatever just for a little amount of money, and that is not that is not how you should go. And this is the number one information that everybody should realize as well, especially teenagers, if they really want to build their future. It's the time. You need to chase time. If you have more time, you will have more time to earn money. You will have more time to think. You will have more time of yourself as well, improving yourself, making yourself better, because money isn't always the solution. It's the freedom and the time and your mind as well, your brain. You need to think how I can achieve that, how can I do this. Isn't about money. All right, so now let's move on to tip number 2. This one is very important as well, because nowadays I see so many teenagers saying, oh, I'm going to achieve that in future, I'm going to do this in future, I'm going to do that and this. Especially adults as well. Adults do this as well. I'm saying, mostly adults, they keep saying, oh, I'm gonna thinking about starting my own business, thinking about starting this or starting that. But the number one thing that always gets me is they forget about it. And this one is take action. This was very serious as well. If you want to achieve your goals, if you want to become successful, if you want to achieve whatever you want in future, this is so important as well, taking action. And the number one thing that pisses me off so much is nowadays teenagers thinking, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start my own business. And later, 1 week later, they forget about this. I cannot be bothered. I can't be bothered to do this. Even adults, not only teenagers, adults as well. Adults, they are mature. They kind of quiet, But teenagers, they're a bit loud. They like to share all the details to everybody. But adults, they like to keep it for themselves as well. And the number one thing about adults is that they just take their thoughts in their head and never take action. That's why they end up in 9 to 5. That's where they end up where they have to become a slave to money, and you don't want that to happen. So just listen up. Whatever thought you have in your head, whatever, if you have any ideas, if you have any like name of a brand you really want to start, like a clothing or business, whatever, start it. Take action. There's no reason to wait for a perfect day where it doesn't even exist. There's no such things as a perfect day, because every single day you have different thoughts, you have different mood in every single day. Every single day, let's say you want to go swimming, but next day you don't want to go swimming because you don't feel like it. That's exactly what I mean. That's why you need to take action. And if you don't take action, I don't know, you are going to end up where you don't want to end up. And you don't want that to happen. If you truly want to become successful, take action. That is the number one thing. If you just take one big step, just taking action, trust me, it will unlock so many doors for you, but you cannot see it with your eyes. You can see it with your head. Your mind can actually see the opportunities, but your eyes cannot. That's why you just keep gonna grind and grind. Then the doors will open for you automatically. Alright, so now moving on to the last and the final tip, which is very important as well, and most people should realize, is failure is part of journey. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to start whatever, like a digital business, clothing brand, a shoe brand, whatever, any bit form of business, anything, if you keep working at it, and you will face so many failures. When I say this, trust me, because there's no successful person who went through any failure. Literally, like I'm telling you, if you go walk up to any successful person and tell them, have you went through any failure to become successful, they will 100% say yes, because there's no successful person that didn't went through any failures, because failure is part of journey. And what I basically mean by this is, basically, let's say you're a teenager, you want to start your clothing brand or any brand, right? And you start it. Let's say you started for like 1 month, 2 months, nothing. You see no results. But guess what? You keep going on. You keep grinding. You keep going forwards and never giving up. And literally, after 7 or 8 or even 1 year later, you still see no results. But you have learned, you have improved yourself. You have learned some new things about, I don't know, your business. You improved yourself. And if you just keep grinding like another a year, trust me, you'll be in a different position of where you are right now. And exactly, basically, like your failure, you need to learn from your failures, right? Whatever that does not go successful, it should come to your head. Oh, now I understand that this doesn't go successful. And for adults as well, if you want to start anything, if you want to start like anything, want to go on something as well, right? And let's say you do it for at least 5 to 6 months, and you realize, oh, this is not for me, and you give up. No, this is not what you should do. Just think and learn from your failures. The amount of time you fail, you need to keep going harder, bro. I'm literally, saying this is basically like, nowadays in 2025, the reason why most people are not successful is because they give up. I'm telling you, because nowadays most teenagers, what I hear is, I'm going to become successful, school isn't for me, I'm gonna start my own business. Like, even adults, they are dropping out of their work to actually grind on their business. But guess what? When they grind at least 5 years, they give up. Even if somebody does not see any results for 5 years, they give up. But guess what? Within 5 years, you will learn so many things. I'm telling you, if a person actually cannot like achieve the success from 5 years, then 100% with 1 or 2 or 3 months, if you actually put in all the failures you actually gathered and take small information from your failures, trust me, you will become successful. It does not matter how many times you fail. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you took some notes from this video, because this is actually very important, and most teenagers and adults should look out for if they really want to achieve their goals and their dreams. And for now, I will see you in the next one. Keep hustling, keep learning, and keep growing. Peace.